big thank you to Apollo Projects for providing the funding.
It's really helped our kids to have more opportunities.
Gaining the extra funding really goes a long way to providing opportunities.
We are low on the socioeconomic index, so our students haven't got $200 when we're going away for these trips.
Students often miss out on opportunities because of the financial commitment.
More often than not, the student has to give up their sport.
With the funding from Apollo Projects, we've been able to lower travel costs to allow more students to participate in secondary school competitions.
Your generosity has enabled us to enable these students to be able to play in these sports, be able to just be the best versions of themselves.
We're really grateful, and I cannot express that enough about how and what it means to us.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
This isn't about long-distance calling, technology, or living overseas.
Do I have one more bid? Thank you. We're going to go once. We're going twice. And we are sold to the Kiwi phone bidder from Manchester.
It's about Bailey's finding buyers that others can't.
Want to catch a fuel bargain with Caltex and Supergold? Scan your Caltex app, Flybuys or Airpoints for 6 cents off per litre with Pumped. And show your Supergold card for an extra 2 cents off. Ah, feels good.
Since 2022, New Zealand Carbon Farming has been a partner in our School Sports Series, which is a collection of national sporting events that are held throughout New Zealand. They've also committed significant funding to help local schools and the communities that they're a part of so they can achieve more with their sport programs.
Having this funding, being able to use it specifically targeting sport and to promote sport in schools is hugely beneficial.
As a small rural school, obviously travel is an issue for us. We compete often in the Waikato.
We're a community who's driven by sport, but often money and the cost of travel and cost of accommodation and uniform can be a barrier for some of our students.
Our students are in an area where money is tight and opportunities for them is minimal, so creating more opportunities at school for our students to participate in sport is what we're wanting to do.
So to be able to have the support of New Zealand Carbon Farming has been fantastic this year.
We are very grateful for the funding. It's going to help a lot of our students here at Tikuti High School, especially one of our students, Callum Headley. He has made the New Zealand Kia Orahi team.
I'd just like to thank New Zealand Carbon Farming for their support of the college. Without the support, we wouldn't be able to offer everything we do to the students.
Huge thank you to New Zealand Carbon Farming. Certainly the opportunities and the sponsorship that's been provided is pretty crucial for our school.
Big thanks to New Zealand Carbon Farming for everything they've done for us. Without them, then we wouldn't look like this.
This is an opportunity that we can't pass on.
Whakataka te hau ki te uru, whakataka te hau ki te tonga, kia mākina kina kūta, kia mātaratara ki tai. E hia ki ana te atākura, he teo, he huka, he hauhunga, tūturu whakamaua kia tīnā, humi e hui e, tai ki e. Anō mai hara mai e te whānau. It is the Super 8 hockey final between Ngā Motu, defending champions, versus Tauranga boys. And they will line up here today, side by side, with referees intact And it's going to be a fascinating game today, and both teams really pumped in the warm-up. As Ngāmotu shake hands, they come through the Tauranga boys, and I'm joined here, Te Whānau, with Susan. And what are your thoughts, Susan, on the game today?
Kia ora koutou. Well, two very strong warm-ups that we saw here today. Looking at the week of hockey, when these two teams met in the pool play, New Plymouth came away with a win 4-1. But looking at the other games where the teams played Napier and Gisborne, Napier, they both had a win of 6-0, and when they played Gisborne, you could see that New Plymouth won 9-1, whereas Tauranga won 7-0. So very similar scores there. I think today it'll be all about who wants the win, who works as a team, who communicates well, who does that little bit more, who wants it more, makes a real difference in a game like this.
Awesome kōrero there, and just quickly going to the lineups. As Tauranga boys, we have number 1 backs, 2 McGrath, 3 Rowe. We have 4 Chadfield at 5 Granger, 6 Valioi, 7 Spargo, and 8 Adolf, 9 McLaughlin at 10. That's Pooh, and 11 Thomas, 12 backs at 13 Woorong, 14 Ariel, 15 Rutherford, 16 Friskany, and 17 Groves. And at 18 we have Oliver Pugh. So New Plymouth Boys High School, they do meet in the middle with their goalkeepers Wallace and Lobb, 3 Clarkson, 4 Ebenald, 5 Sherman, 6 Pennington, 7 Brown, 8 Vickers, 9 Kempson, at 10 Howlett, 11 West, 12 James, 13 Raymond, 14 Corrigan, 15 Kennedy, 16 Benton, 17 Von Coulson, and 18 Vickers. As we get underway, and it is Tauranga boys with early possession, but the referee's called an early penalty here, so we're going back. That's Pennington out to his fellow teammate out on the edge there. That's Raymond. As Ngāmotu try and steal possession, and then they do exactly that. So that's great work there now, and they've tried to find Olsen, but it looks like it's gone out. So it will be Ngāmotu ball. They do have possession in the Super 8 final at Te Whānau, and they're trying to make their way into the Portofita. It's loose here, it's early chance, and Ngāmotu, that's a goal! And we're only Rua minute into this Kemu, and they're able to capitalise on some loose ball inside the Portofita. So that's great work there from Ngāmotu. Susan.
Yes, that's a strong start there from New Plymouth. You can see that they're pushing up on the players and really putting that pressure on Tauranga. Working hard, you can see them calling and supporting for each other, looking for each other. Really wanting to get that. That's just been a great early start there from New Plymouth.
Great start here as we see Christian with an overhead, and unfortunately Wong wasn't able to get onto that. So we do have Kennedy. He carries himself, he's doing a good job, but he needs to find his teammate, and he does come back. And Thomas goes inside there. That was Thomas. But it's turnover position here, and unfortunately for Ngāmotu, Stringer wasn't able to link up there. So Tauranga boys back with possession as they try and find open pastures. Into the middle, James is open near the 12, and they try and go there, but good job here for Ngāmotu to take that, and that's Rutherford. He's worked his way back. Ariel for Ngā Motu. Ngā Motu with possession, trying to work their way to the Rua Te Kaumārua, and referees called possession for Ngā Motu, so Corrigan unfortunately with a loose carry here, so it will be Tauranga ball. Susan.
Yes, you can see New Plymouth trying to throw the ball around the back, trying to look for the, taking that time to build, looking for people to be leading and creating space so they can put that ball through. Here we go, New Plymouth working their way up the field. Strong run there on the right, intercepted by Tauranga.
Good intercept there from backs, and unfortunately it went out, but another steal here for Tauranga boys, so they want to get back into this game as McGrath goes to his teammate, but turnover position again, so here comes Brown. And Tauranga try and play it safe and get it out, so Rutherford, he's going to take this restart, and he does have Ariel with him, and he's gone inside. That's going to be a penalty corner at Te Whānau. Koko Whiu to Ngā Motu, and they will get another chance. It is 1-0 early on in this Kemu at Te Whānau. And what are you looking for here, Susan, on this Koko Whiu?
So you're wanting a strong ball out there to hit the top of the circle, and it'll be all about the decision making at the top. So they will know exactly what they are about to do. They will have a move that they have practiced all season that they'll be wanting to pull off here perfectly. Let's see. So there they were going, trying to get that high up into the goal, but that was intercepted by the front runner, who managed to get out and get a stick to the ball.
Brown tried to strike and didn't quite get there, so Kennedy's given this out here to his number 3, Clarkson. But it's out there, so it will be turnover position. Tauranga ball inside the Rua Te Kaumārua. Good back play there for Valiois, but it was almost loose there, as 12 backs isn't able to retain possession. So Rutherford, he's good. Kennedy, Kennedy's been able to get himself in this game early for Ngā Motu. And that's a loose possession there, but it will be Tauranga boys' ball. With their number 12 there, backs to take this restart. He has teammates calling for it high, but it's inside. There's an opportunity here, but it's tidied up from Corrigan. So that's good work there from Ngā Motu to tidy that up. And again, Corrigan with possession off to his teammate Ngā Motu. That's a nice touch there for Kennedy, and Kennedy goes towards the Rua Te Kaumārua, and he goes all the way to the other side. Carry here, and trying to find his feet there is the number 10, I believe, is Howlett, as Ngā Motu try and find open pastures, and the ball's turned over there. That's a nice carry there from number 13, Wudang, and he's carrying up inside his own territory. He's going inside the Rua Te Kaumārua now. It's a very strong carry. Oh, and that's a Koko Whiu, I believe, to Tauranga boys. So they get an opportunity to strike back here, Susan.
Yes, that was very clever play there. They had both wings up on the goal, ready to react to the pass, but it was a clever move there by the player with the ball, who put the ball into the foot of the defender, resulting in a penalty corner. So like I said before, they will be rehearsed here in what move they are going to make. They'll know exactly what they're going to do, and they'll be wanting to do it sharp and quickly, so that they New Plymouth don't get intercept that ball.
As we see back Hicks pulls out of the stop, and Tauranga tried and get it in the porowhita, and it's turnover position there. So ngā motu, they go nice and quickly here. It's all the way out to the number 15, that's Rutherford. As the ball dribbles out, so Tauranga boys deep inside their own half. And they go back to Pugh, who tries an overhead, and it's just turnover position. So ngā motu look to push high here. And they work their way inside the porowhita. It is definitely an opportunity here. But referees called that out, so Tauranga boys with possession again e te whānau.
Yes, the attacker just couldn't quite get that shot away there. You could see what he wanted to achieve, but Tauranga managed to get intercept that ball and not let the shot get away on goal. Again, New Plymouth have been on the attack, but Tauranga are managing to limit their shots on goal, which is what they're wanting to do.
Benton tried to play that into the porowhita and wasn't able to quite find his man. So it's Tauranga possession here as they work towards their number 8, Adolf, who plays it back, and just smart play here to keep possession, Tauranga boys. And now a carry here. Good inside pass into the middle there. And unfortunately, Adolf isn't able to get there. So referees called change over possession. That's a penalty. As we see change over position again. So Tauranga look to play high. As another good carry again here from their number 13, Wildang. But it's penalised here, so overhead pass from ngā motu. As we see Vickers with the ball inside the Rotorua Marua, now out. So they work their way from one side to the other. They got 4 men out the back here, so they can definitely get it inside. That's a good touch pass. And that's close work there from ngā motu.
Yeah, that was a great deflection there by New Plymouth, just right of the goal. You can see that New Plymouth are moving the ball from left to right. They're trying to create and open up Tauranga's defence, try and find a space that they can get that ball through. But as we can see now, Tauranga on attack, looking for their forwards to lead so that they can pass that ball through. Oh, here we go again. New Plymouth have the ball.
Pass here from ngā motu, that's Clarkson. And he couldn't quite find his teammate there, Benton. So Tauranga boys trying to go back the other way and get territory, but it's a turnover again. So we'll see Clarkson with eyes up. That's a good pass there into the middle. That's a good carry here. He's going inside the porowhita, and Brown. That's a koko few here for ngā motu. So good work to find the middle open space there. And Brown looking strong in the early stages.
Yeah, that was a great little move to get the ball onto the foot there to have another penalty corner awarded for New Plymouth.
Go boys.
You can see them in position now. What move will they have this time? Tried to get that drag flick away, but just couldn't quite get the ear. Messi in front of the goal. Tauranga managed to get it out.
And it will be ngā motu possession, so it's gone all the way back out here to Howlett. As we see Corrigan, he's open, but they want to play down the middle, and it's good here inside the Porofita. Tauranga do turn over possession, so that's good work defensively from them there, and another well done carry, but he's turned that over. It's definitely on here for Brown, is it? It's off the posts. It's off the post here, Stefano, and very unlucky. Ngāmotu wasn't able to score there. Howlett's given over possession, so Tauranga looks to go early, and Pugh's carrying down the middle of the field as his opposite number 10, Howlett, is trying to apply defensive pressure. Tauranga boys down 1-0. It's overhead pass, and unfortunately their number 1 backs wasn't able to tidy that up. So back to Ngāmotu with possession. And they'll overhead down. They want to get territory, but it's tidied up nicely here from Wudang, who passes it out to his teammate Adolf, and he's going to carry, but referee says Ngāmotu possession. So down the middle there, bit of a 1-2. That's nice work there from their number 15. That's Kennedy, who's found Brown again. He's been a menace inside the Porofita, but it is going to be turnover position to Tauranga Te Whānau.
Yes, you can see the hunger there in the New Plymouth team as they are fighting for every ball. They're in support there of each other, and we're unlucky to continue that ball on into the circle. Tauranga are working hard on their defence, and they are managing to keep them out of that circle. We go another overhead ball, but intercepted again there by Awildung. Awildung's returned it with another overhead coming into the attack. But New Plymouth have possession again. Okay, and that's the end of the first quarter.
And it was a good first quarter there from both sides, but Ngāmotu were able to strike early, so it is 1-0 here Te Whānau as we go to the break, and I'm sure both coaches will look to pass on important comms to their sides. As we see the referees, they chat to each other and try and get their own comms going. It's been a fast start to the Super 8 hockey final here Te Whānau. I've liked the work of the number 7 from Ngāmotu, Owen Brown. He's looked dangerous inside the Porofita, while Felix Wudang from Tauranga Boys has been very strong with his carries. And the sun's out. It's been an unpredictable day in terms of the weather. As the referees blow their whistles for time. So Tauranga Boys, they make their way towards the halfway mark. And they'll look to strike back early. And it will be Tauranga possession. As the referees put the thumbs up, the whistle does go. So Tauranga Boys off here for backs. He wants to work backwards to Valioi, who gives it off here to his fellow Tima Ngāmotu, trying to steal position here, but Pugh, good overhead to try and make their way up the Papatakoro. So Tauranga Boys position here. Ariel will get us started again as Pugh goes. He gets eyes up and gives it off to Valioi, who goes through the middle here. Good carry here from Bax. He's looked good as well, but that's a great defensive play here from Ngamotu, and Bax tries to make up for it, which he does, I believe. Clarkson being challenged here from Bax, so it's an aggressive start to open up the second quarter, Susan.
Yes, it is. You can see Tauranga's come in with real strength. The team's moving and working together, trying to create opportunities to move that ball around, bringing it back, trying to open up some space, trying to weave their way through, but New Plymouth continue to mark tight and hassle. I've noticed that throughout this game that it's not always just one person putting that pressure on the Tauranga player. They're coming in pairs. So there's two people on one player when Tauranga have the possession of the ball.
As it looks like a deflection there, so Tauranga boys with early possession in the second quarter as they look to strike back. And we do get to the restart. It is Bax again, and he finds that they're trying to go inside the circle, and unfortunately hasn't been able to find anyone in the porofita. So change over position here to James, who goes out wide here, off to Raymond, who carries well, tries to find his teammate West, and West just putting on defensive pressure here, and so is Raymond, and he's done well here, Raymond. So they've been able to... Oh, that's a Koko few here. That's great work from defensively from West and Raymond, who are able to win this Koko few for Ngamotu. So great opportunity, and I'm sure Brown, who's looked dangerous inside the porofita, will look to strike here.
Yes, each time that they've been on attack here in the penalty corner, they haven't quite been able to release the ball cleanly. Tauranga have done a great job at getting out and interfering with the ball and not letting New Plymouth get away with a clear or clean shot on goal. There we go, and that makes it 2. What a great shot there. Just strong and clean, and it just makes its way into that box.
Ka mautu wihi there, Ngamotu, their number 4, that was Eberhard, who scores there. So 2-0 e te whānau. Tauranga boys, they want to bounce back after an early loss in the Super 8, actually, to Ngamotu, 4-1. I believe. So they're trying to move quickly here and get themselves back into the game. As Bax, the number 12, he finds his teammate, but unfortunately he's lost position here. The great job from Adolf, who's flicked it on here and working down the middle with the number 17 for, it's Von Hilson. Unfortunately not able to get there, so back to Tauranga position. Just want to be smart with how they pass the ball here. And I've turned it over again. Clarkson off here to Kennedy, who's also looking strong for Ngamotu. And Kennedy carries, he goes one way then the other, and he goes inside the circle, and Tauranga boys tidy up nicely, so they're going to carry back to the halfway mark through Bax. Smart play there. Still possession for Tauranga. Pew off to his number 4, that's Chatfield. Valiois works out to the other side with a return play. They're just trying to find someone open as they work towards the Rua Te Kaumārua. Here comes Ngamotu, defensive pressure here. But it is Tauranga possession. Chatfield off to Bax. inside the Rotorua to come out. Another penalty, but he tried to take it early, backs, and the referee's called it back. So Chatfield off to McGrath, and he carries. But good tackle here from Ngāmotu through Von Holston. And he's just trying to play with the Tauranga defence, and it's an overhead pass, but it's a penalty there from Ngāmotu.
Yes, a penalty there, lifting the ball too close to a player, so it's deemed dangerous. So the pass has gone to, the possession has gone to Tauranga in that 22. Here all players must be Rima metres apart. Oh, great tackle again, New Plymouth in pairs, no way through for Tauranga. Free hit to Tauranga. They take it quickly, but they did not move the ball 5 metres before they entered the circle, and that means it goes to New Plymouth.
Tauranga boys with possession here. Great work from their 6. Valios, who gives it off to Backs. Now Backs tries to find his man inside the middle there, but Ngāmotu tied it up nicely. That's a good pass there for Vickers. But it's still on here, and Vickers for Ngāmotu has possession off to James, who goes inside the porowheta, but Tauranga boys tidy out well. So working back the other way here as they look to push up. Good carry from their 12. It's a strong carry there from Backs inside the porowheta. Can he find anyone? That's a corner there for Tauranga boys. So good opportunity for them to strike off this corner. Tauranga boys, they're talking about where they're going to strike here. They got options through Backs and their number 3, Roo. And here comes the corner, and it is going to be their 12. It's a good strike there. Well done from Aiden Backs, who just found the corner post, and that gives us a 2-1 scoreline here, Tefano.
Yes, that was a great goal there. Beautiful drag flick there up into the goal. This is what finals are all about. We're now 2-1. Tauranga are very much still in this game, and they've just shown that beautiful strong run from Backs that got into the circle and got that penalty corner, and just like that it is 2-1.
As you see, Rutherford gives it off here for Ngāmotu. That's Ariel, who unfortunately can't find the mark, and we're getting ever so close to half time. Tauranga boys with possession still. Adolf, who finds Chatfield. Chatfield's got to be careful here because he doesn't want to turn over possession, and unfortunately Brown's got it inside the circle. He's looking dangerous and he tries to strike, but the referee's called a free hit to Tauranga boys just outside the porowheta here, so it will be Wurang with an overhead. It's not a bad overhead there, so Ngāmotu put it in. I'll put it out, so Tauranga boys will have possession inside their own half as defensive pressures applied from Eberhard. Oh, what a carry here from Backs. He's looked great here, Backs. The goal scorer is inside the porowheta. He's still carrying. He's making his way in the middle. He's still got it. Unfortunately, the ref has called penalty, so it will be the goalkeepers. Oh no, not the. It's free hit here for Ngāmotu. As they work the other way, that's gone all the way down the other end. So Tauranga possession, closing out this second quarter.
Yes, you can really see that Tauranga boys has more intensity now, really hungry for that ball, fighting for every ball, really putting that pressure on New Plymouth.
Come on, let's go. Connect the passes, don't overthink it.
At this point in the game, fitness really plays a key part in hockey. Being fit and strong really contributes to how well a team will go. And at the moment you can see them all working very hard, but that fitness will make a difference in the game later on.
As we see Ngāmotu with position, getting a little bit frustrated because they haven't had many opportunities in the second half, and they work their way back. They want to keep possession, and they'll look to come through the middle here, but it's nice work there. So Tauranga with the chance here through Roo, but it's good defensive play there. That's great work from James, who's able to find his teammate. Unfortunately, Eberhard was unable to tidy up that tuku there, so it will be Tauranga possession. Another overhead there from Tauranga boys, and it is possession to Ariel. As we see Clarkson trying to apply defensive pressure, but Tauranga boys still with it. Defensively, Ngāmotu trying to close them down. He goes one way out the other, and then that's good defensive pressure there for Ngāmotu. So loose pass there. Oh, there's a chance here for Chatfield. He's still got possession, and he's making his way inside the Porofita. Cheeky little strike there, but it is pushed wide. So we're going to restart here through Clarkson. And it's another turnover position. It's a bit sloppy, but referee's called Ngāmotu ball and Howlett. Back the other way. About a minute to go at Te Whānau until half time. As we see a strong carry from Spargo.
Yeah, as we come into the last minute of the first half, we can see that real desire to get that possession and get some sort of momentum forward to hopefully result in a goal.
Tauranga trying to level this up just before half time. It's striked wide there, and it is going to be Ngāmotu ball. So Ngāmotu, they'll be doing all they can to make sure they can go into the halftime break with the lead. It's 2-1 e Te Whānau. As Ngāmotu work their way towards the other end. It's good defensive pressure here from the number 16 Friskney. But we do have Howlett with possession now, so he's given it off here to Benton. But it's half time. And so 2-1 here. It was a strong second quarter there from Tauranga boys, who were able to claw their way back in the Super 8 hockey final. And we're going to make our way to the break at Te Whānau. So we'll see you shortly.
Being
a rural school, travel is always a huge cost when playing sport at Central Hawke's Bay College. With the funding from Apollo projects, we've been able to lower travel costs to allow more students to participate in secondary school competitions. Where families have more than one child participating in sport and participating in more than one sport, the financial impact can be huge. Thank you to Apollo projects for the huge difference you have made to our students' participation levels in sport.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This isn't about what we wore back in the day.
we're going to go now. Going once, going twice, no more offers. Sold!
It's about being trusted to get a better result for our clients since 1973.
Whoops, running on empty? Enjoy a 6 cents per litre fuel discount at your local Caltex with Pumped every day. Ah, feels good, eh? Get it at any participating Caltex.
It's a big thank you to Apollo Projects for providing the funding to have Apollo run this program. Not only for us, but all the other schools, it makes a big difference to get some kids more active. The funding from Apollo has been spread across 14 team trips this year. It's been a big help to them, and they're really appreciative of Apollo for being able to provide it for us.
No time to fluff around today? No worries. Just swing into Caltex and pay for fuel with Pay an App to speed on through. Ooh, yeah. Feels good. Use it at your local participating Caltex.
This is an opportunity that we can't pass on.
I'd like to say a huge thank you to Apollo for all their support with our sports gear and our surfboards.
So the Apollo Project's sponsorship has been used to help our sports teams with new uniforms, with getting away to different tournaments. The pride on their faces when they see the new uniforms is just amazing. It's really lifted everybody's spirit.
Nau mai, hara mai anō e te whānau, and we are about to kick off the second half. Ngā motu, they're set up nice and early. They'll be wanting to make up for the second quarter, where Tauranga boys definitely got themselves back into the game. As referees get themselves in possession, we will see Vickers restart the second half. As Ngāmotu play back. Good work there from Clarkson. James down the sideline here, but it's turnover possession, so Tauranga boys through Wardang, who's carried well today, but he does try to pass and just a foot foul there, so Tauranga boys free hit, 2-1 down. Overhead. here, and Ngā Motu with possession inside the Roa Te Marua, so both teams will want to get early into this game with good comms, intensity, and definitely accuracy, Susan, as both teams probably guilty sometimes of just turning over possession.
Yes, that's correct. It's making sure the ball's going to stick, making sure that the players are supporting each other, making sure that there's an option available for them to pass to each other there. You can see New Plymouth's come back on, putting that pressure on Tauranga boys, hence winning back position. Let's see what New Plymouth decide to do here. They're going to move it back and around, or are they going to go straight into that circle? So here we go, back around again, looking to move Tauranga's defence and find an opening. Looks like that's a possession back to Tauranga. Let's see how they move on to attack.
Yeah, unfortunately Corrigan wasn't able to get his rākau on te pōre, te whānau. Now Tauranga do get possession, so they try and make their way up the field, and they do that through Geringer, but it's turnover position again. And again here, so they're looking to push the Roa Te Marua, and that's good work there from Ngā Motu's Raymond, the number 13, who gives it out here to Kennedy. But we've seen an exchange in position again now. Howlett is through the middle and unfortunately just didn't quite find Brown, so it will be Tauranga possession earlier on in this third quarter. Referee points to the spot. And Ngā Motu, they've already brought some intensity to their defence. And referees pulling out the green card here, so 2 minutes in the bin, I believe, for the Ngā Motu player, and they're trying to work their way through the middle. It's good tidy up play there from the number 11, Thomas. Isn't the biggest man on the field, but he makes up for it in his speed and his accuracy, so he's worked really hard. His work rate's been quite high, as both teams are guilty of giving away possession.
Now with Tauranga with one man in the bin, this is a good time for New Plymouth to make use of that, and it'll give them some space on the field and definitely an advantage. So they'll be wanting to get on attack as soon as possible. Now they are working hard there for the ball. They've earned it back and they are in. Oh, unlucky. The goalie did a great job there getting to that ball and not allowing New Plymouth to score. Okay, long corner for New Plymouth. Again, bringing it back to kind of create and open some space to their forwards. That back pocket, Tauranga deflects it onto the sideline. Beautiful skills there, but just lost possession. Tauranga ball.
Tauranga with possession through Wurang, and Ngā Motu are trying to push high defensively through Kempson, and he does a good job there to force a turnover, and he's trying to chase the ball, but he's working hard. It's a good high work rate there from Kempson. And again, Ngā Motu with the pull early. It's a bit messy here, Te Whānau, but Ngā Motu do get it It's a kōkō few. The referee points to the spot and Ngā Motu get a great opportunity here early in the third quarter. And they'll look to strike through the likes of Brown as they form their team huddle and discuss what options that they're going to take here for this kōkō few. So Clarkson puts the ball on the spot. Options through Kennedy and through Brown.
How do you justify that shit?
Referee points and blows the whistle. So Ngā Motu, chance early. It's still loose there. But that's turnover possession, and that's Tauranga boys. Great job to tidy that up. As Pugh finds Thomas, and the ball's gone out here, so we're going to see Kennedy swing the ball off to his teammate Benton. Unfortunately, wasn't able to find it, but Benton's putting on good defensive pressure. Good pass there, good tidy up here too from the number 9, Kempson. Unfortunately, he's turned position over as well, but defensively he's trying to work hard and tried a bit too hard, so that's obstruction from Kempson. He's 2 minutes in the bin as well, Etefano. So one short here. Tauranga boys, they'll try and work hard to get back into it. And good pass back from Geringer. And their 6, Valius, he's also found Wildung, and who loves his overhead. What do Tauranga boys do? And unfortunately, not able to find the ball and make it stick, so it will be Ngā Motu possession.
You can see that Tauranga is working very hard. You can see lots of movement from the players that don't have the ball, trying to create an opportunity for the person with the ball to get it through to them. However, New Plymouth now have the ball coming up that left side. However, Tauranga is working very hard on their defence. They've got 3 players on that one New Plymouth player, and hence they have won the ball. New Plymouth have it back, looking for each other. New Plymouth is isolated, just the one on his own, but he has won possession, taken it quickly. He has to have move it 5 metres before he brings it in the circle, which he did, and he has won a penalty corner. And another green card to Tauranga. Not sure what that is for. They are 1 down as well. So both teams with 10 on the field at the current time. Right. Not a penalty corner, sorry, it is a free hit outside the circle. And as I said before, it must travel 5 metres before they can enter the circle. A clever little overhead there, but Ngā Motu unable to control that ball. Tauranga possession.
Both teams desperate to score in this third quarter, and I feel whoever scores next, it's going to play a big part of the game, as it's a 2-1 lead here, and if Tauranga boys are able to equalise here, it's going to make the fourth quarter a spectacle for sure. And that's a great carry there from the number 12 backs. Unfortunately, he's turned over possession, and a cheeky little pass there to hit the foot of the Tauranga player. So he's won possession. Has Clarkson. So good work from him. And he works backwards here to the other side as Ngā Motu, they want to be careful. Good defensive pressure. That's a great pass there as Sherman carries high. A great pass on to Kennedy. Kennedy plays it into the circle. Ngā Motu with a chance here. It's a goal. Ngā Motu through the likes of Kempson. That was a beautifully built play there with great phases, Susan.
Yes, that was the way they built that up through the team there, and great vision that got that ball through to Flynn Kempson, who had patience on the ball and got that ball away beautifully just over the keeper's pad and into the goal. So New Plymouth will be thrilled with that goal. And like you said, it's going to make a big difference now that the team that has got that goal it's going to give them confidence moving forward into this next quarter.
Three-1 now, e te whānau, toru ki te tahi. Ngā motu with the lead, and you would think Tauranga boys would need to score next to keep themselves in this game. Otherwise, Ngā motu could run away with it as they work their way to Raymond. A good carry there from Raymond, and he flicks it into a Tauranga player to try and win possession, and I think he's done that. So Ngā motu with a few nice touches in this third quarter. Raymond now with eyes up. He brings it in. He might want to work backwards, and that's what he does. It's loose though, so the goalkeeper, he kicks it. That's a good little kick there, so Ngā motu will go back through the middle, but unfortunately he wasn't able to find Von Hulsen, so Felix Wardang for Tauranga boys. Ngā motu might want to apply some defensive pressure here, and that's what the 17 does. Can he steal this ball? No, he slips. So Wardang carries, and he does carry well. Can he find someone to go with him? He does have his number 12 open backs, but loses possession, so Ngā motu will try to play back the other way through Kennedy. But referees called penalty here for Tauranga boys.
You can see Tauranga here trying to build their momentum forward. However, they have lost possession and New Plymouth are being possession. However, overhead into the circle, New Plymouth not quite able to control the ball. So that will be a hit here for Tauranga. Lots of movement off the ball. Players trying to create space and be free for a pass. Overhead, up to the right wing, but New Plymouth have intercepted. Tauranga have fought back and they have possession moving in to the 22, but that strong defence of New Plymouth have kept it out of the circle. Tauranga brings it in. Yes, in front of... Oh, unlucky. Looks like there may have been a push there by a Ngā motu player. No, sorry, from Tauranga. So Ngā motu have possession.
Ngā motu, they want to finish strongly to solidify their 3-1 lead as they work backwards here. And they want to keep possession and close out this third quarter. So it's good work here. They don't need to panic. They do have Sherman, he's open, and Tauranga tied it up through Adolf. Jake Sherman here works backwards to Pennington, who works it the other way, so Ngā motu. Raymond. Good carry here. Can he keep control of possession? The number 11 West, but there's a chance here now as a turnover position, but the referee's called foul, so Wardang, he likes his overheads. What will he do? He's going to work backwards here. Wardang again with possession. Tauranga boys, unfortunately he's turned possession over, so they do find the open man, but wasn't able to make a stick. Good comms here from Tauranga boys through their number 12 backs, and he's carrying, but that is the end, e te whānau, of the third quarter. So 3-1 now to Ngā motu, who scored in that third quarter. What do you want to see here through the final phases of this game, Susan?
Well, with New Plymouth do have a 2-point lead, so they need to be smart about their possession, try and hold possession, move it around the back and up the sides. That's a good way of keeping control and keeping it out of the centre where Tauranga are attacking from. Tauranga, however, need to apply a lot more pressure, and they need possession and they need to move that ball quick. They need to support each other to get that ball up there and into that circle, and hopefully resulting in a goal. It'll be an exciting last quarter. And finals hockey, you can't think it's all finished. It can change within seconds.
Most definitely, and Tauranga boys still in with a shot. But I think they most definitely will need to score next, so both coaches looking to deliver their comms. And I like the passion there from Tauranga's coach. He's passionate. He's trying to get his team fired up to get themselves back into the Super 8 hockey final. And Ngā Motu played with great intensity at the start of this game, and I'm sure Tauranga boys will look to strike back here. So players walking into position. Ngā Motu with the restart. And the referee blows time on, and that's a nice trick play there from Brown. As it's already in the porofita. Brown, he's got it here. But the goalie's tied it up nicely. But Brown, he's made a few outstanding plays today, especially in the first quarter. And now he's started the fourth quarter on fire. So Ngā Motu look to go through the middle. It's loose ball here, but Tauranga have possession and the ball's been put out, so we're going to have Sherman chase after this and restart possession for Ngā Motu just outside the Roa Tekoma Rua. Clarkson asked the ref where he wants it, and it's just inside the Roa Tekoma Rua, so through Benton, he's given it off here to Brown, but Wudang tidies up, and that's nice work from him. He's carried strong and he's still got possession. So that's a nice pass again. So Tauranga boys try and fight for territory. Adolf with the restart. He's got Udang open and he's going to work backwards. McLaughlin. Missed pass there to Pugh, so fortunately for them, Ngā Motu's taken this out and Pugh will get the restart. And he works, carries well here. Inside the Roa Tekoma Rua, he'll want to find a teammate, and the referee's given a yellow card to the number 4, Jet Chadfield. That's 5-10 minutes on the sideline here, so Tauranga possession through their 10. That's Pugh, but again another restart. They want to get the ball inside the porofita. Wudang is open, and that's where they go. As Brown defensively puts his body on the line. Back out here. Granger back to Wudang. He wants to get it inside the circle, and it's a long corner here for Tauranga boys. So still high possession and territory for Tauranga boys. They're trying to get themselves back into the Super 8 hockey final. Down 3-1 as Wudang. He's had a few nice carries today, Wudang. Good leave there from their number 8, Adolf. As Ngā Motu through Brown. Again, done well to try and get possession of this ball. Ngāmotu still on it, and it's passed out and then down through the middle. But Tauranga boys are able to retain possession. Long facet a play here through Wildang, who gives it off to Granger. Carry here. He's done well. He's got options outside him through Spargo. He's going to go all the way inside. Rotorua Takoma Roa now inside the Porofita, but defensively good work from Ngāmotu, and they want to get the ball through the middle. And that's goal scorer there, Kempson, who gives it off to his teammate. Tried to go back to Kempson, and unfortunately, Tauranga boys were able to steal that. Well done now, working back to his number 11, Thompson. And out there from Tauranga boys.
Tauranga boys have been doing very well to hold the possession. They're all working very hard for each other and making themselves available. They had a long passage of play there, but just couldn't get through Ngā Motu's defensive group.
Caleb behind, work! Take out! Small games, Caleb, get in. Yeah, take number 7.
Tauranga working hard to bring it out of their defence. Waiting to see what New Plymouth will do. Trying to create spaces, and they've managed to get it through, moving up to the 22. Trying to get into that circle, but Ngā Motu manage again to get it out. Tauranga ball on the sideline.
And I'm sure Tauranga boys, they will want to make the most of their possession, and they will want to score. So Wildang, he doesn't muck around. He goes back to his teammate here, and they work side to side. Tauranga boys trying to find an open man. Wildang, who likes the carries, tricky with his rako there, Te Whānau. And it's overhead into the Rotorua Roa, but good work there from Clarkson to tidy that up, and he's carrying all the way into his own half. That's a good pass there to his teammate. So Ngāmotu with an opportunity to go from one end to the other. It's a bit of a trip from the rako there, but the referees call play on. So Tauranga through their 10 pews done well to carry out of trouble. And now the ref blows his whistle. It's play on here for Tauranga boys. And they're still trying to move fast here to get themselves in the game. All the way inside the Roa Te Kaumaharua, but can they find the Porofita? And that's Koko Whio, I believe. And the referee looks like he's getting his another card out. Green card, another green card to Tauranga number 7, Luke Spargo. So he'll be off for a few minutes at the whānau as play continues. Tauranga boys looking to make their way inside the Porofita, and it's gone out, unfortunately. It's a bit of an anticlimax there from Tauranga boys. So Ngā Motu with possession.
Come on, we need some height now.
Tauranga definitely putting the pressure on New Plymouth, but aren't quite able to get into that circle with their defence. Great leading run there, but Tauranga again intercepts and is back on attack. Into the circle, but beautiful tackle there by New Plymouth. Trying to work it out of the circle. Lovely skills. And they have the free hit. New Plymouth seem very calm. They seem to be doing the job well there in defence. Tauranga back in possession. Moving up that right side. Coming into the 22, into the circle. But again, New Plymouth managed to get it out. Great movement of the ball there by Tauranga, able to get it back to a player who has put it into the circle, and that looks like a free hit to Tauranga inside the 22, so everyone must be 5 metres. Moving it back so they can then bring it in, but intercepted. No, possession to Tauranga. Okay, back and around to try and create and open up some space so that they can then attack. New Plymouth looking calm, controlled. Tauranga finding it hard to find a space to get it into that circle. Ball to Tauranga, quick take, he has to take it 5 metres before entering the circle. Ball in, cleared again by New Plymouth. Just outside.
And you can see referee there, he's blowing the whistle up and he's moving his way to the sideline, so interested to know what's going on here. But Ngamutu, they're looking calm on defence. They've worked really hard to make sure Tauranga boys can't get themselves back into this game with a 3-1 lead. As the referee probably checking to see timings in regards to green cards and potentially substitutions, so it is going to be a Tauranga boys restart through Waldung, and they want to make the most of the opportunities with possession. So Valio is back out to Thomas, and Thomas has lost position, but referees called that back. So Bax, the number 1 from Tauranga boys, he's been a live wire this 4th quarter. He's worked really hard to try and get Tauranga back into the game. But they've turned over position, so Ngamutu will play high backs again. I just mentioned backs. He's had a high work rate and he has eyes up to try and find his man, and unfortunately wasn't able to connect with Friskney. As the rain comes back into play at Tefano. Referee, that's an overhead pass there to the number 16, Benton. What can he do with possession here? It's a good ball inside the Roa Te Kauma Roa. Benton again. Ball almost went out, but he controlled it well, but then lost possession. So Corrigan, he's trying to put pressure on Tauranga boys, number 12, Bax. So we've got Bax at 12 and Bax at 1, and unfortunately Aiden wasn't able to hold on to possession there. As we get to the dying stages of the match, it's a dangerous ball there. As the number 3, Clarkson, does apologise. But Bax, he's going inside. Double blow from the referee, so Tauranga thought it was their ball. Unfortunately, it was theirs. And game's starting to become a bit sloppy as the rain pelts down at Tefano. Tauranga, they want to answer with the goal of their own through Bax. And they go early, so inside the Roa Te Kauma Roa. Where can they find the space as Waldung? He works backwards here to his number 5, Granger, and good tidy up play there from them, but unfortunately the refs called this back.
Not sure what happened there, but Tauranga have possession. Ball comes across, square, enter into the circle, but New Plymouth have possession. Tauranga is working so hard to get into that circle, but New Plymouth continuously able to defend and clear. You can see here that New Plymouth have all their players in a defensive position. not allowing Tauranga to get in. Tauranga intensity. Oh, and that's a penalty corner. Penalty corner there for Tauranga. They have worked so hard for that and deserve that penalty corner, forcing an error, and that result, that hard work, has all been worth it here for a very important penalty corner here for them. They will be wanting to score off this to bring the game closer together.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Aidan Bax, he got the shot off and it went in the goal, but referee called the kōkō few, so Tauranga boys now, they want to score here to get themselves in the game, and it's a bit of a mishap, but tidy up play here from... 5 minutes there. So he's... And a lot going on here, Te Whānau. So Ngā Motu looks like it will be their possession as we move to the closing stages of this game. Out to number 16 there, that's Benton, who's defensively trying to put pressure on Tauranga. But Wardang, he's desperate to keep the game moving for Tauranga boys, and that's a missed pass there, so it's an opportunity here, and Brown is inside the porofita. Can he find his man? And that's a goal! Almost looked like a deflection there, but that should be it in terms of the result, Susan.
So as you can see, there is no goalie in Tauranga's circle. This does happen quite often when a team is not in the lead. They tend to take their goalie off and put an 11th field player on, hoping to have more attack and more opportunity to score. Tauranga have played that card, but New Plymouth have been too strong and they've come through and scored.
4-1 now to Ngā Motu, defending Super 8 hockey champions from 2022, and they haven't had too much possession but did make the most of the opportunity. As Susan stated, there's no goalkeeper, so it's another goal there. He touched it, the Ngā Motu player, inside the porofita, so that's a great work there from the number 16 Benton, who got the ball inside there for teammate Kennedy. So, and that's the game, Te Whānau. Well done and congratulations to Ngā Motu on the strong fourth quarter, and 5-1, I believe, Te Whānau. Just last thoughts from you, Susan, on this matchup.
Well, it was definitely a game of 4 quarters. I think in that fourth quarter, Tauranga definitely dominated, but the New Plymouth defence they could not break that, and that is how they have come away with that win. So well done to New Plymouth. Well fought by Tauranga, but New Plymouth coming out on top today.
Ka mau te wehi, and anō Te Whānau. Well done to Ngā Motu on another Super 8 title. And that's it from us here at Ngā Tawaitamatani o Kirikiriroa. Great matchup from both kora. And we're going to leave you with a 5-1 scoreline to Ngā Motu. Tēnei te mihi kia koutou katoa. A kā ki te anō, kia pai tora e Te Whānau.